Today I set out to answer the question of should a Destiny 2 player try out Arena Breakout? You may be wondering, what is Arena Breakout? And most importantly, why should I care? And that would be a perfectly valid question. Well, a lot of people have been coming into my streams and telling me that they're wanting to try out Bungie's new game Marathon, which is going to be their new extraction shooter. But most players, including myself, have never played an extraction shooter. And that's where everything ties together. If this video ends up being helpful, make sure to hit the like button, and if you're new, go ahead and subscribe, and let's do this. And thank you to Arena Breakout for the invite and sponsoring this video.
Got f***ed up real bad. Hey boss, check this out.
Let me see that.
Body's so warm. They might be close.
Nice optics.
Video games are starting to get crazy how real things are getting. Oh? Most now.
It's close.
Very realistic. Gotta make it to the zone.
Down.
To start things off, you may be asking, what in the world is an extraction shooter? And that'd be a perfectly valid question. Extraction shooters are usually PvPvE, shout out to Gambit, multiplayer games or gameplay modes where the player must reach an extraction point to be able to escape and keep any loot that they gathered in a run. Let's break this down starting with the PvPvE. A lot of us are familiar with this concept because of Gambit, which was introduced in Forsaken. This, however, unlike Gambit, is their main focus and something that they've perfected. You get a perfect balance of playing against other gamers online to test your skills, completing extractions with your teammates to master your cooperation skills, and lastly, you get to encounter cool enemies that aren't other players that are added into the game to add an extra layer of challenge. The second part is reaching an extraction point to be able to escape and keep any loot gathered in a run. So unlike a battle royale, you can choose to bring weapons and armor into each extraction raid that you go into. However, if you die and fail the extraction, you'll lose everything you brought in with you along with everything you looted along the way. This adds a sense of high stakes and pressure in each extraction that you play in. This is the heart of what makes an extraction shooter an extraction shooter. With this being my first ever experience, I had a lot to take in as there's just so much to do in this game. Arena Breakout issued the Arena Breakout Tryoutathon Fun Challenge and asked me to complete 3 tasks to see if I could win. I attempted to collect 5 food items including drinks in one game, collect 300k Cohen coins worth of supplies in a single game, and entering in with 1 knife and collecting 200k Cohen coins, and with each of these challenges successfully also evacuating. Well, you all know me, I'm a potato, so I unfortunately died trying to attempt these challenges, but I'm passing that challenge on to you all to see if you guys can get this done in my honor. And that's the end. Driving into some of the gameplay, you'll notice that there are 2 stamina bars that are way more realistic than how most games work.
You end up with 2 stamina, as you can see. One on my left is going to be for running, and then the one on my right is actually going to be for holding your gun. And then once you are aiming down sights for too long, you'll start to have worse aim, which is really realistic. But as you can see, I'm going to hold my gun here, and you're going to slowly see, as crazy as it is, that my stamina is going down. And so once the stamina on the right side goes fully down, that's wraps for my aim, at least. Now that my stamina is depleted, when I try to aim, it's gonna be completely all over the place, like completely. So if I was to try to aim right now, my aim will be all over the place. And so now you see that it's coming back. So yeah, it's very, very, very realistic.
Also, each time that I get a kill, I can go over to the person that I just killed and loot everything that they have. The name of the game is Loot, 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 and More Loot.
So the cool thing is, once you kill somebody, you can go up to them. Oh, poor this guy. Oh my gosh, this is a horrible place to have died. But you can see that it says to loot. And when you do, if you loot somebody, you can take whatever they have. It's yours. So there we go. You can see there, and I can go ahead and replace. It's really easy. I can also go ahead and go here, put the pistol in. Like I said, I can go in, I can replace anything that they have, which is nice. And yeah, so that's what's going to happen every time you get a kill, which is really, really, really cool. So we just killed that person right here, and if we go over here, you'll see the exact same thing. I can go up to him, and go ahead and loot. And when you do that, you can see whatever he's got, and you can take whatever they got, replace it, and there we go, boom. And now, just like that, I can use what he had. Now, granted, I think I want what I had. But if you want what he has, you can take what he has. Cornflakes. Oh, we want cornflakes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Also, the game is beautiful for a mobile game. I was really surprised to see the detail they put into this game.
The next thing I want to talk about is just how realistic this looks. Like, look at the skybox here. And look at the details in the clouds, I mean, and in the trees, I mean, and just everything in general. Like, they put in a lot of time into making sure that this game looks very, very good, especially for a mobile game. I mean, I really like the way this looks. Like, I really do. Like, this is... They did a really good job, I can't lie. Even just into the trees, like... I would say for mobile, it looks really good.
Similarly to those that are familiar with Battle Royales, you can pull out your map and mark the extraction zone points to help navigate your way through the map to avoid getting lost.
You can see here that you can go to the map, and when you go to the map, you can zoom in very easily, just like zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. So you can go ahead and essentially put markers down on whatever you want to go. And you can zoom in, and really, you can put yourself right to wherever the extraction zones are, and it can make it a lot easier to get to where you need to get to, which is really, really nice. So you can clear your markers too, you can show your markers, show your missions, and all that good stuff. So very, very, very easy.
The game is super realistic too. I was exploring the map and I accidentally stepped into barbed wire and hurt my leg.
Let's go, let's go. Oh. Oh. Dude, I just walked on barbed wire. This is so realistic. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Broken. Prevent HP from being restored. Requires a surgical kit to heal. Pain causes vision to blur. As well as, oh my gosh, look at how detailed this is. Like, this is actually insane. So we can see how much health each of my body parts has. So this is wild here. As well as even like our hydration as well. So this is crazy. Also, we're gonna... Oh, please, 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 knife my man, let's go! Oh my gosh. But as I was saying here, it's insane, literally, to see. I mean, we have... Our left arm has no health. Head's almost done for. Chest is almost done for. Right arm's almost done for. Right leg is almost done for. And the left leg. And then over here, you'll see you have everything you can use in order to help, heal. And if we were to use the standard military kit here, you'll see that we can go ahead and use that. And we're not as hurt as we were.
The game is super cool and is a gigantic balance between trying to get as much loot as you can while also not dying and losing it all, teetering the line on a tightrope between caution and aggression. I think that this has definitely been my favorite part so far. I got to experience two different modes while I was playing the game as well. The first being Tactical Ops, where you get to play as an operator and carry your own equipment into the raid. The cool thing about this is you can plan ahead and choose what armor and weapons you want to take in, but the scary thing is if you die before the extraction, you lose everything you brought in. So that's the give and take with this mode. And the second game mode I tried, and my personal favorite, is Covert Ops, and that's where you enter the raid as a militant with random equipment and scrounge the battlefield for supplies. The cool thing about this is you're a militant, so when you're going against your enemies, at first they're not going to know that you're not on their side, because you're going to be in disguise, and until you actually shoot them and kill them, they're not going to start attacking you. You go in with random gear, so you go in, you try to get as much as you can, and once again, you try to get out without dying, or else you lose it all. Overall, I think every Destiny 2 player should give this game a shot, especially if you have Marathon marked on your calendar. Use my link in the description in order to try out the game when it launches on July 14th. I'm currently playing the game ahead of the global release. I think it's in all of our best interest that we get some extraction shooter experience under our belts, especially for my Guardians that have never played one before like myself. So thank you to Arena Breakout for letting me try this game early. So should a Destiny 2 player try out Arena Breakout? Definitely. July 14th. Let's go. Thanks for watching.